Hello, MonstersAbound, and welcome back to Total War, Warhammer 2, Mortal Empires. Part 34 of my Skrolk Campaign. Karl, that's right, I was going to say Altdorf then, but that's not, that's the capital city of... That guy just had a heart attack. For some reason, did he look like he had an arrow buried in his arse as well? I mean, I don't have arrows, so that would have been self-inflicted. Of course, Altdorf is the capital city. Karl is the one in charge here. There he is on Deathwing. So that is... I think it's Deathwing. Oh, God, I'm all over the place this morning. Jesus, it's just horrendous. Doesn't matter. You know who else is all over the place? That's right, the Poison Wind Mortars, who are... I mean, I thought that... I mean, the Death Glow Bombardiers are nasty, but the Poison Wind Bombardiers are equally as terrifying. Frankly, I think. So we are doing so much damage. I mean, there's three crossbowmen there, sorry. And it's raining men. Hallelujah. If you like, you know, chunks of men. Which is a thing. Anyway, the point is that we've got two armies coming in. We've got Cluny the Scourge, and of course we've got Gonorrhea, Anthrax, Diphtheria, all that kind of chlamydia. And why does it never say the general's name? Have you noticed that? Like, I know this is gonorrhea because I've had to remember that it is. But that doesn't mean that why do they not have... I don't really understand why they never have the names. Doesn't really matter, I guess. But it's just a bit weird when all the agents have their names. You know? Why is that? Why? Now, unfortunately, this... Emil Hopt Anderson. Mr. Anderson, welcome back. We've missed you. In fact, we've missed him a lot. Because the only thing that's actually managing to hit him is... Yeah, we're doing... Apparently the artillery's doing its best to try and kill him and failing. The kind of problem is that in a map like this, where you've got lots of... You know, units are running out of range and into range, and it's difficult for the artillery... I just kind of want to leave my artillery on auto so they just, like, kill things. But unfortunately, they get it into their stupid little rat brains that they can kill this guy. And so they're really trying their hardest to take out... There we go, he's running away now. Good. Or, no, he's going back. He was maybe just forgot something? I don't know. Anyway, we've got a lot of enemy infantry hanging around the front of the gate, but as you can see, they're getting hit by the poison wind globes, and yeah, they're not in a good position. Oh, look at that. I fucking love these guys. They're ace. Oh, look at that. It's so good. It's so good. Love it. Elsewhere in the city, we've got some Zintler's Right Gut. We've also got some Luminarchs and steam tanks, and I really... Oh, I just hate steam tanks. Like, they're not even that... Like, they're not that dangerous, he says. Citation needed. They're not generally that dangerous. They're just annoying to deal with because you have to fucking kill the buggers and they've got so much armour. So you always end the battle with these with your army surrounding these steam tanks. Oh god, it's just the worst. It's just the worst. I mean, on the other hand, at least I don't have to fight poison wind bombardiers. We're advancing. Look at this. Advancing and taking out the enemy handgunners because they're taking pot shots at us. Yeah, that wasn't that hard. How's it going, guys? Nope. He's like, I've just remembered. Left the oven on. Bye. Nope. Tripped. That's these battlements. They must be so slippy. Just fell over. Clocked himself in the head. Dead. Unfortunate. Oops. Never mind. We've got the Caribou Great Swords over here. There's come some clan rats. Because that's going to help mob up all these boys over here. And then we can rain... Yeah, that's right. That does mean we'll be killing a lot of clan rats. But, you know, they're probably going to die anyway. So, big whoop. And a lot of this infantry is... I mean, there's 18 guys here. They've only got 218. There's less now. Yeah, because it's draining their health. I think what it does is it drains the health of a unit before killing it. And it'll equally drain across... So effectively, you could, I think, poisoned wind like an entire unit down to their minimum level of health. And then they'd all die as one. I think that's how it will work. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that's how it's going to work. So that would be quite fun to see. I mean, technically impossible, but still quite entertaining. As you can see, the enemy army is, yeah, pretty fucking dead. Wow. They started off with 1,454. They've now got 279, 77, 76. Well, you get the idea. Basically, it's not looking great for them. However, 3 of those are steam tanks, so why can't you just throw squishy infantry at me? Hero squad coming into the city, so we've got diphtheria, we've got chlamydia, we've got gonorrhea. It's quite the anthrax. It's quite the combo. It is quite the combo. And the Poison Winds getting in on Zinter's Reichsguard, doing quite a lot of damage there, draining their health. That's it. That's it. Run straight in. That's it. Yeah. Stand in front of the Poison Wind. There we go. Nice. So those have been reduced to half health before they can actually do anything. And then, but yeah, they're not doing great. Good times. So we're going to pull in some of our Storm Vermin now. We've got the Demigryph Knights and a Luminarch of Hish. We've also got one over here, and he's taking pot shots at us, and I don't like it. Uh-oh. 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 Ooh. Rattling guns taking big hits. Those Luminarchs, nasty. There's one over here as well. I don't like that. Down with that sort of thing. So Demigryph Knights have come in. Kind of, in a way. And we're going to try... He's opening fire again, but we're going to jump him. And yes, that's it. Power down. It's like taking out Death Star. Ow! Motherfucker. Goddamn steam tank opening fire on me. And over here as well. They got me in a crossfire. That's not ideal. Demigryph Knights, though, are... Well, actually... being quite tanky, annoyingly. Can someone please kill them? Uh-oh. Luminarch. Oh, that's going to sting. That's going to... Jesus Christ. Ow. Ow. Well, yeah, our units are taking a bit of a beating. And I'm about to lose my rag, basically, because I can see these steam tanks and Luminarchs all opening fire on me, and it's quite irritating. So I'm just going to get everyone to charge. Like everyone. Everyone's just going to charge in, even though, of course, that means we're going to blob up, and that means the Luminarchs and the steam... Ow. Oh, God. Duck. That was quite a big explosion. 71 kills. Sure. That's fine. 42 kills. So basically, we're just gonna charge with everything we've got to take them out. And at that same time, we're going to blob up. Now, blobbing up... Now, really what I should have done is used finesse here. I should have blocked off the city streets, used the rattling guns, brought them in, started taking out units one by one. That would have been the sensible thing to do. Just going Control A and then double right clicking while gritting my teeth is not generally the best strategy that you can employ in this particular situation, which is why this steam tank has 83 kills, 96 kills, and climbing. So, right, well, I mean, is it... It must be the Skaven in me that sees this big blob of rats and just goes, God, I wish I had something explosive in the middle there. That would have been the bet. What the fuck's going on here? Mystifying miasma? Ugh. Ugh. Right, we're taking out this steam tank. He's going down. We've got Karl Franz is fighting a bunch of storm vermin down here and doing quite well, but then he does have 100 armor and 72 melee defense, so he's quite tanky. Talking of tanky, we've got 2 steam tanks over here, backed up by the Royal Altdorf Griffonites. So that's all quite nasty. And the mass of Skavendom is still trying to get around the corner. Because apparently the Luminarch is holding out surprisingly well for something that only has 20 armor and 21 melee. Come on, guys. Get your shit together. Just kill it. Someone kill it, please. Good. Oh, thank God for that. Gee, okay, now get in here and help out, because a lot of our units are looking quite ropey. Carl's up to 49 kills. 49 bloody kills. But fortunately, here comes the rats. It's the Vermintide. God, all that smoke effect is gonna annihilate the YouTube, whatchamacallit, quality. It's gonna absolutely annihilate it. Oh well, one of these days I'll get around to 4K gaming and then the quality will be better. Because the higher quality you upload in, the higher quality the lower resolutions are, weirdly. I guess it does make sense. Basically, YouTube lets you upload in a slightly better quality. Carl is taking an absolute beating. But it's basically impossible to see what's going on here. There's rats flying all over the place. Whatever the shit this is, I have no idea. Blood Roar, maybe? Or the Chilling Aura, potentially. Basically, it's absolute pandemonium. We've got... There's gonorrhea ramming a steam tank in the sides. The steam tanks are still holding for the moment. They've still got another steam tank hanging around somewhere. There he is. Meandering around the backside, round the outside, round the outside. We've still got some Skaven queuing to get into the battle. God, it's like Alton bloody Towers, isn't it? And there's no social distancing going on here. But our Poison Wing Globadiers have decided to go and take on the steam tank solo. It's a ballsy move. You know what I should have done is I should have just gone and captured the city centre. And then the steam tanks would... I mean, that would probably be quicker than actually killing the buggers. Because look at this. They've still got 125... 160 armour even. That's even worse. This one's got... I need to get the death runners in here because they will reduce the armour. But I think they're all queuing with the rest of them. So basically, we've just got to wait until the steam tanks explode. There's so many rats. I love that. Look at that. That's so good. That's what the Skaven should... Ah, there we go. One steam tank down. 2 steam tanks down. Okay, now we just need to kill the last one. Because, of course, they're unbreakable, so don't run away. The rest of the army's fucked off. They've gone. The steam tank, though, still... I don't know what... I mean, was the steam tank unbreakable in tabletop? If so, what? Ow. If so, why? Because, like, it's still got a crew inside. Surely they should... I mean, surely they should see this and be like, oh, that's not good. Ow. Right, stop throwing the poison wind... Stop. Right, this Death Runners have reduced its armour by half to 80, which is something. We're then going to bring in the Plague Monk Censored Bearers, because they're armour piercing. Are these guys armour piercing as well? They are armour piercing. Yeah, so, I mean, basically, we should... There we go, and we've hit them with Wither. So he now has 50 armour, which is slightly better. So, with his melee defense... Oh, I forgot to turn off the Poison Wind Bombardiers as well. I'm fairly sure I'm my own worst enemy sometimes. Almost certainly. So fortunately, this steam tank is going to die eventually. I mean, along with a lot of our rats as well, because we took quite a lot of casualties in that battle because I lost my shit. But, are there any rats? Some might say that lacked finesse, me being one of them, but you know, they're rats. It'll be fine. We didn't lose anyone. It's all good. I can't really... It's going to be at level 1. It's going to have to be, unfortunately. We're just losing a lot of food at the moment, and I really do need at some point to go through and... Oh, Gnawing Tide is nice. That's really good, actually. And an earthing rod. Interesting. Okay. Okay, Diphtheria. You can have fleet-footed. Okay, and gonorrhea, what do you have? A man-thing slave, I think, is probably a bit shit. So let's give the Shroud of Dripping Death. Let's give you the Banner of the Under Empire. Messengers is Messenger good? You know what? We probably don't need it, do we? So let's give you a Banner of Swiftness instead. You get the Bell Polisher, which is fine. The War Banner, which is good. And yeah, that works for me. That works. Okay, great. Anithrax. Not Flensing Ruin. We've tried Flensing Ruin and it was bad, so we're not going to do that. Although at this point maybe we are going to anyway. No, let's go Scorch. No, we're going Scorch. So we've retaken Mornington Crescent. Unfortunately, Morathi is going to take Sartosa, and at this point we probably can't confederate with them because, frankly, I've been trying so hard. I've been rolling out the red carpets. When admittedly it's skin, it's people's skin, and that's why it's red. But the point is, I've been rolling it out, and yes, he hasn't wanted to step on it, and that's fair. But I've been rolling it out nonetheless, and I feel like at this point, Malekith should be welcoming me with not open arms, obviously, because social distancing and that kind of thing. You wouldn't want to hug Skrolk, would you? I mean, there's viral loads, and then there's whatever the fuck Skrolk is. So that you probably don't want to hug him. But I just feel like, a nice little military alliance couldn't go amiss. Morathi's probably into that kind of shit. She's probably, I don't know. It doesn't, well, anyway, we get infiltrated. Do we want to do that? Probably. No, we didn't want to do that. It was pointless. That was silly. Why did I do that? Why did people let me do that? God damn it, guys. God, you bastards. Never mind. Right, Mornington Crescent. Let's repair that. We'll repair it because we need the food. The occupied Mornington Crescent is good, so we'll grab that. So, we've got a few options at this point. We need some more settlements, right? We need eight settlements, of which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 2 more. Hang on, really? It's like, wait, what? So we've got the Oak of Ages, Altdorf, Mornington Crescent, Skaven Blight, it's the Awakening. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maths. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, we need 2 more. 2 more. So we can grab the Galleon's Graveyard. That's one option. The other option is we grab either Castle Drakenhof or Kazakarak. I mean, both options are quite far away. Do we have anything closer? So Kislev is up there. That's probably a no-go. Hellpit is up there. That's probably a no-go. Kazakarak, Karakate Peaks, they're all the way down there. Nemir Khemri is all the way down there. Hoatl is close by, but under the control of Morathi, and that would obviously be, well, not suicidal, but certainly would make my life more awkward. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. God, right. So, corruption is going up, which is good. And we're getting some more plaguey shit, which is also good. Corruption here, it's only going to go up to 42, but we can help that out by building more Skaven corruption buildings. Is that going to be better? That's only 1 Skaven corruption. That's 2. In that case, let's build that. I may as well build that for the moment. So we can up our corruption. We can also pop a plague cauldron in there, which is fine. Otherwise, let's have a quick look at our Skaven corruption. So corruption needs to increase here. Actually, it's fine, although it is going down to 51.1%, which is actually okay. But we could beef it up a little bit just to be on the safe side. So that's going to be fine. Corruption here is a bit of a problem, but we can fix that. probably by doing something along those lines. Do we have any other buildings that increase Skaven corruption? Yes. Right. Basically do that. That should be enough. Is there any other buildings that increase Skaven corruption? Well, not directly. Every building kind of does. But I don't think there's anything that really... The Plague Bomb, the Plague Cauldron does. Okay, so that looks fine. We're looking okay here. I think this is mostly... Yeah, that looks fine. So there's still a few provinces which don't have the required corruption, but they tend to be sort of these ones up here, which we can probably sort out. Even Skaven corruption around here is still pretty high. So what we need to do is we need to try and take... I mean, look, Skaven corruption here, 64%. Our Plague Cauldrons are doing heavy work. Our Undercities are doing fantastic work. It was a really good idea to go and spread the Skaven corruption and the Undercities in that region, which is good. But ideally, we probably don't want to actually take too many settlements, because the more settlements we take, the more we're going to have to increase the corruption, which is kind of our problem at the moment. So, I mean, Skaven corruption, there is a little bit there. Kazakarak, though, is almost at 50%. So do we want to head for that? The other option is, if we take Galleon's Graveyard, that is going to take quite a while to beef up, unless we like rack it up all the way up to level 5, because it's going to grow slow. It's going to be very slow growing, which is kind of an issue. So the only other thing I could do is maybe, if I could get a military alliance with Malekith, then boom, you know, we're done.
Words have great power.
But he just doesn't want to. Even the Cult of Pleasure would be...
What do you bring before the unlikely?
Why? What is your issue? Honest to God, I don't know. Boost income. And you are going to... who are you again? Oh, you're just that one. I guess assault units? I mean, not really going to be doing much. I'll level with you. Yeah, if we take Galleon's Graveyards, then we're going to have to do it. And then get it up to level 5. Because if we don't... then it's going to be very slow. And basically, we'll have to sit there and wait for Skaven corruption to increase while not doing anything else. Which wouldn't be very interesting, realistically. So I think we're gonna head. Towards Kazakarak. There are also some other potential victory condition cities down there, like Black Crag, like Karak Peaks. So if Kazakarak is a bust, then we've still got options. I mean, I would like to think we could take Sartosa. I'm half tempted to declare war on Malekith just for shits and giggles. Just because he's kind of irritated me. Oh, yep, looks like Cetra is finally doing over Aachen. Oh, not again. Come on, guys. Okay, is this... I mean, this might not be insurmountable. I don't care. Are you just going to sack it? Sure, I don't really... Oof, there's a lot of guys heading northward. Hello? Oh look, more dwarves. Oh look, entire stacks of Ironbreakers. Lovely. I did say it takes a little bit of time for the Order Tide to bring their forces to bear, but it certainly looks like that's exactly what's happening. This is kind of what I expected from the get-go. The hordes upon hordes of... Mind you, there's a lot of chaos. It's really kicking the shit out of the Empire in the north, which is interesting. You damaged my walls, did you? Oh well, never mind. Helmgart's been sacked. Never mind. Undercity Karag Dron, which is over there, which is good. And Plague spawned in Halcaldra, which is excellent. So, we should find Skaven corruption increasing to 73%. Lovely. And over here, up to 7. Yep, there we go. That's going to sort it. So now we've got the Plague spreading in Halcaldra. That is going to increase Skaven corruption surrounding all of those regions, which is going to help me in no end, which is really good. And Wurtbad is over there, but that's okay. I could... I'm kind of tempted to whack a the only problem is we're losing a lot of food.
You what? Most masterful of masters.
Oof, that is... Oh, he doesn't have much infantry, does he? That is not much in the way of infantry. Let's...
We are brave, mighty.
Yes, well, I mean, sure. Okay, if you go here... Okay, we've got the ambush, which is what I wanted. I don't really want the garrison here because they're just going to send shit out. It's just it probably doesn't matter because we'll probably just use the army to wipe out the dwarves. Because if we can get... I mean, the gyro bombers are a slight issue because they're going to do a lot of damage regardless. The flame cannons and organ guns we should be able to lock down. And the iron drakes we should again be able to lock down. Then it's just dealing with the infantry, but it's not very much infantry. But more importantly... This is basically canned food.
Battle, cowards, answer to Mimi.
Right, first things first, obviously we take out the organ guns because we hate those things. So the Death Runners charging in and chewing up the crews there. Very, very good. Meanwhile, we need to engage all of the iron drakes because that would be very nasty. We're shooting them in the back, having a desired effect. They've got a lot. They've got a big air force. And that's hurting us quite badly. Elsewhere, we bombard... I mean, this is an issue. These iron breakers, we're just doing no damage to them. It's just nothing. Look at this. They're just standing there and taking it. There's a big block... I seem to be doing a lot of damage to my own side as well, which is less than... ideal. The dwarves seem to be slightly less squishy than my storm vermin, and so they are taking less damage, which means now my centre's broken, which isn't great. But the rear's doing fine. We've got the storm vermin have overrun the weapon crews. You can see the Death Runners chasing down the last survivor. Oh, we're getting roasted. Yeah, some iron drakes got away from the fighting, but fortunately the rattling guns have refocused their efforts on gunning the hairy little buggers down. And off they go. Oh, no. Well, no, they are routing. Good. Meanwhile, it looks like we've managed to break the dwarf centre, or at least, you know, we're doing okay. These iron breakers, though, they're just not dying. They just don't die. They've got 82 melee defence, 140 armour. It's like fighting tanky steam tanks. They're the worst. Honest to God. Going to drop a little nasty spells from Toxide there, who's dropping some Eshin magic on their heads, which is disrupting their formation and knocking them down, which is making our life easier. And the enemy general is taking heat, and plus this guy down here. We didn't help him. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, God damn dwarves! They've got so much armor. So much armor. Jesus Christ, there's so much armor. And they're still fighting. Toxide is throwing everything he's got at these longbeards, including some shurikens. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Nice. That's it. The enemy lord is dead. I mean, considering the amount of ammunition we wasted on him, he should be so dead. He should be extra dead. How much extra dead can you get? I mean, these iron breakers are breaking without actually having taken much damage. God damn, I hate iron breakers so much. Ugh, need a bigger can opener or less friendly fire. One of the two. It wasn't that much food. I need more food than that.
Harbinger of doom.
Grief, look at that. I don't know. Sword of Anti-Hero, sure. Charm Shield, that is fine. You scamper up there, and we will finish you off. Let's pop you. Hopefully get a little bit more food. Show me the food.
They'll work, then die.
Okay, could have done a little bit better than that, but, you know, something's better than nothing. There's another army up there. Do we go and eat them? That's Belagar. It's not as nasty an army.
Now eat swallow defeated. Most masterful of masters.
So we could do that. You've actually lost a unit. What did you lose? Unit of Storm Vermin? To be honest, you could probably do with a Plague Priest, because being able to summon in squishy units to die is very, very effective as Skaven. So we should probably... You know what, Gonorrhea, have Sneaky, because you getting shot is not great. And Diphtheria, I think you've got everything. Yeah, you do. In that case, just spread public order, I guess? Sure. And Chlamydia. Spread corruption, because that could actually... Oh, you've got 2 skill points. Because that can actually be quite useful. As we are needing to do that. This is all trash. So I guess boost income? It's not going to be that useful. You know what I'm thinking?
Chieftains to me.
Oh, you can't reach. You can, but you're beaten up. That's probably not worth it.
We are brave, mighty.
Let's lay an ambush. What I'm wondering if... Is Marathi going to capture Sartosa, or is she just going to sack it?
My facts.
Because if she just sacks it, I kind of want to be there to grab it, don't I? Why am I boosting up Gutter Runners? There's no points. Should be doing something like this. Storm Vermin. That's what we should be doing. It's because there was a skill point there, and I'm very susceptible to seeing skill points and going, I better finish that off. Even if it's not actually that useful. Let's give you magical reserves. I do want to give you a Plague Priest. You'll do. Because Vermintide, very, very good. Plague, very, very good. Pestilent Birth, good. I mean, you just can't go wrong with a little Plague Priest to help out, can you? I'm really tempted to go in and just mop you up, but I'm not going to do it. Now, where did that Empire army sneak off to? There's Empire armies down here. There you are. There you are, Curtis. I found you. It's roasting time! Oh, I love the Warp Fire Throwers. I mean, they're not quite as effective as some of the other weapon teams, but so good. And, yeah, there's the general taking pot shots at us, but fortunately Skrolk is skipping he literally just skips his way around, doesn't he? Oh, he took a little bit of a fall there. He's okay, though. He's going to get in. That's going to be great. And already the Empire army is in significant... I mean, let's face it, this... Yeah, that's not going to take very long. You're going to be outnumbered pretty quick. In fact, you're outnumbered now by quite a lot, actually. So they've got the Tattersols in here who will not break. They will fight to the last. But the front, or the centre of the Empire line has just been crushed. The front is going down pretty quickly. The enemy general he's getting away. Skrolk, what are you doing, buddy? He's plinking you. Get him. Get him. He's heading for the Warp Fire Throwers. Not a particularly... He's just walking. He's strutting. Look at him. Don't shoot my boys, you jerk. Yeah, suck it. Okay, Skrolk's going after him. Meanwhile, most of the enemy infantry has broken. Just the Tattersalls still holding on. But more of our rats moving in, surrounding the Tattersalls. They are going to go down. They do have quite a lot of physical resistance. Do they? I thought they did. Did they not have it? Oh, they do. 15%. It's not huge. Oh, they actually get more, don't they? In melee. Oh, mate, do they only get... Wait, what? Maybe they only get it when they're in melee. Who knows? Anyway, the point is they're surrounded and dying. The enemy general is being chased by Skrolk, who's nipping at his heels, literally. Not just... I mean, you can nip at his heels, but maybe hit him with your... There we go. That's better. Whack him around the back of the head. That's the stuff. He's only got 19 health left. He's getting away, Skrolk. Get him. Get him. His head came off. Good hit. Good hit. Okay, well, that's you dead. Hopefully big food payouts. That's more like it.
Their lives will be short.
Okay, let's do something like that. Can we hit heal heart? Yeah, we can. Why not? I'm not going to even take it. I'll take the food, I think. We do have more Empire armies moving northwards. We'll have to deal with them. How's this? Is it happier? It's a little happier. It's still not super happy, but to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be. So I guess that's fine. Can we get Marathi's? Oh, yeah. Well, good. So, look, Marathi, I'm just... Military alliance, right? What if I give you everything?
Denied.
Right, don't... I understand. We're at war with the same people. In fact, the exact same people. We've got a trade deal. You're got a military alliance with your son. And I've got a... Well, I don't have a defense. In fact, I've got nothing with him. But that's not because I don't want it. It's because he won't give it to me. Also, your strength's rank 3 now. At least it's nice to see, like, you know, the evil boys, for once, being pretty high up. I suspect whenever he says that, it's the Kemrian version of a dick pic, isn't it? He's sending me pictures of his pyramid, unsolicited pictures of his pyramid. I don't want to see that. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see a pyramid. I don't care how big it is, how impressive, how shiny. I don't care. I don't want to see it. Get out of here. Right. This is fine. We'll do that. We'll upgrade you as well. Corruption is increasing, but not enough. We need it to go up further. But yes, so we had you. Now, if we pop a plague cauldron in the monoliths, that should then spread corruption. Although, getting 35 from osmosis. Is that because when it says adjacent provinces, does it also mean itself? I don't know. I can't be sure. So I'm going to pop the plague cauldron in the monoliths because that will then hopefully build a plague cauldron. That will then spread 20 extra corruption to the broken lands. That should then be enough to pop it over to 50%, and then we should have enough. We should have enough corruption. That should then sort the corruption problem. Corruption then isn't our issue. It's having the requisite number of cities. So I think we definitely go for Galleon's Graveyard, but again, we just need that amount of food, which, you know, considering the number of armies they're throwing at us, shouldn't be the tricky bits. Help it is yeah, it looks like Chaos is actually getting shit done for once. They've actually managed to sack Prague. Usually, that's where they die. I mean, in the lore as well. So I'm not worried about you. You guys, we need to head to Kazakarak, don't we? Which does have 50% corruption, so that's definitely where we need to head. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.